Do you like chocolate chip cookie dough? Do you like brownies? The answer to both of those questions is yes, and this recipe is the one that you would love to try. Today I'll be showing you how to make cookie dough brownies. And for those of you who are worried about salmonella, don't worry no more because they are eggless. Let's get started. It takes about 30 minutes to prep and about 30 minutes to bake. So total time needed is about 1 hour. Our tools needed will be a mixing bowl or a stand mixer. I will use two, just one for the brownie mix and one for the cookie dough. You need a spatula. You'll need a 9 by 13 inch baking pan. It can be metal or glass, whichever you prefer. You'll also need your measuring cups, just all the different sizes. There's a few different sizes needed, so just have all the standard ones on hand. Yeah, that's about it. So we're going to be doing two separate recipes, one for the brownies and then one for the eggless cookie dough. For the brownies, we will need 3/4 of a cup of butter, melted, and 2 1/4 cups of white sugar, 3 eggs, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 3/4 of a cup of unsweetened cocoa powder, 1 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips, and 1 1/3 cups of all-purpose flour, and lastly, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. For the eggless cookie dough, we will need 1 cup of unsalted butter, 1 1/2 cup of granulated sugar, 2/3 cup of brown sugar, 1/4 cup of water. You could use milk if you like, but only do so if you're going to be refrigerating the bars. You also need 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, and then 1 1/2 cup of mini semi-sweet chocolate chips. Now, we have reviewed the tools and ingredients needed. Let's get started on our steps in making the cookie dough brownies. We're going to start with the brownie layer. So first you're going to preheat the oven to 350 degrees. It's always good to preheat it first. That way it can be getting warm while you are mixing your ingredients. You're going to butter or use cooking spray to grease your baking pan. And then you're going to use a large bowl. And the first thing you're going to add will be the butter. It's the butter here. And then you'll also add the sugar. Then you're going to add vanilla. And then you're going to add the eggs. So then after you mix all that up, you will add in the cocoa powder. You're going to add in the chocolate chips. And then you're going to add in the salt. You're going to whisk these until they're all nice and combined. Then you're going to add in the flour. And the reason why we add the flour in last is that way it gives us less of a chance of over whisking it. If we mix it too much, it'll be more of a cakey consistency, which is just not as good, in my opinion. You're going to bake this for about 25 to 28 minutes or just until it's done in the center. You're going to take it out when it's done cooking and put it on a rack until it cools off. Then for the cookie dough layer, we're going to need another bowl, and we're going to add in the water and vanilla first. So we got our little water, vanilla, mix that for a couple seconds. Then we're also going to add in the butter and sugar, and then we're going to mix that until it's noticeably lighter in color and very kind of fluffy. And then we're going to add in the flour and salt. So we have the sugar and the flour and salt. And then we're going to add in 1 cup of the semi-sweet mini chocolate chips. We're going to mix it until it's all combined. Then once we're done with that, we're going to spread the cookie dough on the cooled brownies. And we're going to sprinkle on the remaining 1/2 cup of mini chocolate chips. You're going to press it very lightly into the brownies, just enough so it sticks, but we don't want it to break the brownies. So once we have followed these steps, our cookie dough brownies should look like this. We have gone over all the necessary tools and ingredients needed and all the steps to make your very own cookie dough brownies. If you would like, you could stick them in the fridge just so they chill. I personally like them better this way, kind of cold and dense. But it's totally up to you. If you like to spice up the recipe a little bit, you could always change the flavor of baking chips that you use. Just be creative. Now sit down with one of your delicious cookie dough brownies you've just made and let the heavenly bliss wash over you. Enjoy.